lights so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hello everyone out there in YouTube land, and welcome to No Sky Unexplored. If you've been here before, then welcome back. This is your host, your pilot, and your guide, Captain Mayday. Our goal is not to survive, but explore. Identify each and every solar system planet, including all of their flora, fauna, and minerals. Without any further ado, I'm going to introduce you today to the planet Alpha 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 005-PL Elman XVIII. This planet is an irradiated planet, and by all means is gorgeous. Let me tell you, as soon as you enter the atmosphere, you get these lush green and orange kind of colors that just pop, and they come out, and it's just gorgeous. I love it. The plants all look like giant seed pods that are just on the verge of opening and producing seeds. When exploring the planet, I found more flora and fauna than I did actual civilizations. There was hardly any alien life on this planet, not including the fauna and flora that was already here. A lot of them seem to have adapted pretty well to the radiated world around them. With a 6.0 on the radiation, and currently 76.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and an average toxicity of 9.5. This planet it's very interesting. This is definitely a base building worthy planet. It would be worth colonizing, maybe starting a farm, creating all of these new features that, there's just so much that you could do with a planet like this. Now, radiation storms and what environmental hazards that this planet does have to offer, I imagine would be extremely dangerous, but at the same time, it wouldn't be as bad as you would think. The radiation here is, relatively simple, relatively low. Now, you gotta remember, I am in creative mode, so there's pretty much nothing gonna hurt me, but I'm sure I'd be losing my radiation shield right now if it wasn't for the creative mode. As far as what I was able to see, as far as the theory on what might be going on this planet, I believe the planet is young. It's probably in its earliest stages of starting to grow. We have a lot of very rudimentary and very basic plant life, and the animal life seems to be adapting quite well, but I'm not sure how long it would take for an evolutionary change to happen for one of these creatures to become sentient, if any of these creatures are capable of becoming sentient. And this one right here, for example, is one that I actually really liked. I wanted to get a couple more close-ups, but it's pretty much got like a bug-like head, insectoid head, with a four-legged hoofed body, almost similar to what a moose's would look like. And these creatures are, fairly complex looking. It seems like their outer layer of skin has a thicker shell to it than what you would normally see. Like, it's got ridge plates on it, and then you can see spots where it might possibly be fur coming through. Look at that little guy. That was just a baby. And I think this one is the alpha. So I don't know if that's I'm pretty sure it's probably a male, because usually they call the alphas males, but at the same time you have alphas and alpha males and alpha females, so there's not really much of a way to tell. These creatures do seem to congregate around water, though. So I imagine that a lot of these creatures do require actual water to survive. There's another baby. It's always interesting to see what the baby looks like in each one. There's a baby for these guys. Look how whittle. It's so whittle. The water itself is a beautiful bright orange, and then whenever you enter it, you get almost like sunset colors mixed with reds, and it's just, I mean, I like it. I think it's pretty. Fish life, you have these guys right here, which seem to have really long tails. I imagine it probably helps them out with getting away from predators pretty fast. Then you have these, like, basically water cows, water bulls. They have hooved feet, no fins. I imagine they probably do have gills since they're already underwater, and they just kind of swim around. Well, I guess like you would imagine a cow would swim around underwater, but it has absolutely no aids in swimming. It can't swim super fast, can't get away from its predators, so it makes you wonder what exactly this creature has as far as defensive capabilities are. Possibly the horns are used in mating and or defensive roles. These creatures right here seem to be some of the main predators. Not the crab, but these winged fish that just kind of glide through the water. The crab seems to be a bottom dweller that kind of just feeds off the bottom, as to where you have slow fish, fast fish, cowfish, and crabs in this type of environment, which is very interesting, because I was also assuming that maybe some of these cow creatures would be up on land, but no, they're water only, so they have completely adapted to living underwater at some point in their evolutionary chain. Then you have these bird-like creatures that, you know, they really fly around and just, you know, same thing that birds do. They take care of the skies. As far as predatorial, not entirely sure. Didn't see any animals attack any other animals other than twice on my entire exploration of this planet. The only predators that seem to be around are the bobcat or mountain lion-like creatures that have antlers and small fins lining either side of their tails. They are the only ones that have actually shown any form of aggressive behavior towards any other animals that I found on this planet. As far as formations and fun things to look at, there was plenty on this planet. There's a lot of cave systems. There's a lot of regular kinds of terrain formations that you would normally expect to see. Here's a cave dwelling bird. It's kind of nice. It's not an actual cave dwelling bird. It's a bird that just got stuck in here. But from what I could gather from just seeing it right here, it looks kind of like a long-tailed parrot with big feathered wings. We continue on towards the cave systems to try to see what kind of underground creatures we saw later on. This was like, I saw this and I literally thought, man, this would make a perfect secret lair, like secret evil lair or something. You know, this seems like some place that a bad guy would go and build his base. You know, you got a way in by the water, and then if you go to the other side of the cave, you have a way out through an actual cave opening. So it's like you have both the entrances, and you could easily build a base in here that would be awesome, honestly, because you would have a water port, a secret water port, and then you would have this long trench-like cave that kind of leads out, but at the same time keeps you secure and safe enough from the actual radiation and any prying eyes that might come with the aliens that, you know, the Gek or the Viking or any of them, really. It's just a good place to hide. There's plenty of places to hide. Oof. Everywhere I go, I see these carnivorous plants, though, and let me tell you, they tend to scare me just a little bit. But as far as anything else, let's see. The planet was, like I said, it's gorgeous with all the greens and oranges and stuff. The radiation's not too terribly bad. It gets worse when you get underground. I went into a cave and it was like it shot up to 9.0. This was one of the few actual like bases that or trading posts, outposts, or any sign of any kind of colonization that I've seen. But I imagine there is a lot of it because this planet is extensive and it's crazy. Oh, here's a great example right here. This is I totally forgot I got this in the clip. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is one of those carnivorous animals that it just killed another animal. It only seems to be the only carnivorous animal on this planet, and it's but I imagine there's others. The environment, how the animals live together, how the plants live with the animals, how the planet helps the plants and animals survive. It's really all just a giant show. It's a synchronization of everything that's living here, and it's awesome how it all coexists and sinks in together. You got plenty of ships just flying around. You got some hydrogen or oxygen crystals. There's lots of elements on this planet as far as what you might be looking for in building a base or surviving, or just wanting to survive overall on another planet, to live and see and sync with everything. It would be nice. Look at this. They killed another one. That's the other one. I totally forgot I had both of these on one clip. I thought for sure I had edited them out. And that brings me up to now, which I think should be the portion in which I apologize. This is Nightball on the planet, but I'm going to go ahead and apologize because it has been a long time since I last made a YouTube video. And I recorded this video back in December of 2021, and I never released it, never put a voiceover to it or anything like that. So unfortunately it sat unfinished all the way up till July 13th, which is today. And I just feel bad about it because I feel like I might have let some of you guys down. But at the same time, I realize I don't need to be doing this just to try to make money. Oh man, look at this. This was awesome. These are the cave systems right here. This is gorgeous how the lights from these plants actually glow with a deep red. It almost looks like a blood mist, if I could say that. But it's just, I liked it. I don't know what it is, but this caves is just, it's kind of got an eeriness to it. You got a red glow off in the distance. You kind of see these red firefly looking things, spores probably just floating around, and it's kind of like a beautiful eerie feeling that you get from it. But back to what I was saying about the YouTube channel. I'm gonna get back on it. I can't promise that I'm going to be doing it as religiously as I was planning on it, but I need to start producing more content for y'all, and I apologize for falling short. But at the same time, I've also realized I don't need to be just doing this to try to get views and get money and stuff like that. I'm doing this because I want to, because I love it, because I love the video game, and I have not picked up No Man's Sky but twice since I made this video in December. So I've literally put off playing this video game because I did not want to progress or see anything new without putting it in a YouTube video. So I made sure that I got everything safe and secure, and I never uninstalled it. I never picked it up to play it. The only times I actually played it was there was 2 major updates that I had to come in to see, and I'm excited for them, and I am ready to be able to actually start making YouTube videos that's going to have that content in it. But as of when this video was made, there's no colonies. A lot of the outlaw and pirate stuff that they had added wasn't even added at the time of this video. So there's a lot of extra stuff that's been added since the making of this video, and I feel like I've kind of fallen behind. So I was like, you know what? I'm off today. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to finish this video finally. And that way I can get back to playing the game that I love, because it's been driving me nuts that I haven't got to play it. That creature looked like he was about to swoop down and take that baby. That little baby animal that's running. I don't know if there is any aviary predators, but who knows? They've also added a whole bunch of new flora and fauna to the game too since the last time I played. So there's a lot that I have not got to really touch on or get to see about or learn the mechanics of. So hopefully it won't be too terribly hard. Here's some cave dwelling creatures that I found on the surface. They just so happen to be on some cave-like terrain that was jutting out from some rocks. So I think they just kind of overstepped their bounds. But this whole ledge right here was just one giant like cave. So it was definitely interesting to see, you know, what exactly was in it. I got a little curious. But once again, it's gorgeous. Just looking in these caves. Look at that blue smoke mixing with the red fog. It's just, wow. I love it. I really do. It's kind of like a nightlight that I wish that I had for my own house. But it seems to be a beautiful, regular planet. You got a green sky during the night. During the day, it's got a bright orangish color, but it really stays true to its colors whenever it comes to orange and green, because this planet is just, it may not be the most colorful planet, but it is definitely one of the brightest. I love these plants and animals that are kind of roaming around here. Oh, is that another one that killed? Yep. That's a fresh kill too. I missed that. So that's 3. That's 3 times that I've seen a predator kill a prey. Let's see. Lots of beautiful stuff everywhere. I walked kind of far from my ship, didn't I? And you got all these little pretty red and purple plants that are like, there's some red ones, lots of roses and flowers. So this planet is definitely adapted pretty well to having radiation and everything. At night, temperatures drop to 53 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's not too terribly cold. It is a little chilly, but I mean, that's no more than what it gets here in real life. Oh, there's a geyser. Radiation geyser, I imagine. Beautiful. Just simply beautiful. Look at all of those animals. You got a bunch of them, that's for sure. We're just heading back to the ship. Still not entirely sure on how, when, or where I'm making these videos. As you've noticed, I've kind of already named everything at the point in which I'm recording this. That's because I've decided that I'm going to be continuing to do the 2 YouTube videos, the review of the planet, or the planet showcase, and then the review of all the flora, fauna, and minerals on the planet. There's going to be 2 separate videos. But this one, I had already gone in, named everything, discovered everything, then I came back and recorded the footage of me just kind of exploring around a little bit, showing off some of the stuff, you know, just kind of walking from here to there and let you see everything that this planet has to offer, which is unfortunately not too terribly much, but You gotta remember these are planet-sized planets. Oh, here's another creature. Furry with a hard exterior shell. Seems to have spines coming out of the back and everything. Crazy. Beautiful night. Beautiful day. Night doesn't seem to be too terribly dark. And that's going to conclude today's episode of exploration of Alpha 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 -005-PL, also Elman XVIII. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and bell button. And I hope I get to see you guys next time. And like I said, I'm going to try to keep my videos consistent and try to come out with them a little bit more, but I'm not making any promises this time. I'll just have to see how it goes with plans, work, and everything like that. We moved out on our own finally since Hurricane Michael, so it's been a tough one. Just haven't really had time or really the patience or ability to do it. But I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate your diligence and everything, and just thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time on No Sky Unexplored. This is your captain, your guide, and your friend, Captain Mayday, signing off. Until next time, I'll see you among the stars.